Hello, welcome to the 31st. How's it going? You're watching another Pokemon Legends Arceus character design analysis, today covering the Pearl and Diamond Clan Wardens, Gaeric and Sabi. So let's go! Gaeric is a badass warden of the Pearl clan whose superhuman athleticism is an inspiration to us all. Even in the freezing cold of the tundra, he rides completely topless, showing off his great natty physique. And those muscles aren't just for show. In fact, he's far stronger than his appearance would have you believe. The maniac survives jumping off the top of the massive iceberg at Avalug's Legacy, and apparently goes on daily 10k runs, pulling a Hisuian Avalug. And if you weren't aware, those weigh nearly 600 pounds. I really like his design, honestly. Ignoring how jacked the man is, we can see that he's wearing a fairly standard Pearl Clan outfit, just in an unconventional way. His pants and boots are completely normal, the Warden bracelet is on his right wrist, and he's still wearing his Courtier armor. The changes he has made are to swap the 3 little pouches for one big one around his waist, remove his dark undershirt, and strip off the Pearl Clan hoodie and just sort of tie it around his waist. And you know what? It's a good look. From now on, you'll catch me looking like this on the daily. Well, in summer, of course, I don't have whatever Wim Hof magic Gaeric is using to stay warm in those freezing conditions. He's the warden of a very special Avalug, and he specializes in ice-type Pokemon. Because, well, you know, he lives in the Icelands. From his concept sheet, we know that that beard isn't just a sad, patchy mess, but that it's style. He shaves it. And honestly, it's unclear whether the Pearl Clan Camon on his chest is painted on, or if it's just the manliest thing the world has ever seen. But I imagine it's the latter. It's the same color as the rest of his hair, and we know he's good with a razor. Now we come on to his descendant. And this one's really not a challenge. The man who carries on Gaeric's legacy of pumping and humping is the beast of Snowbell City, Wulfric. The aesthetic similarities are pretty obvious. The hair is the same and the beard is a reflection of his predecessors, but Wulfric has taken the physique in a slightly different direction. Well, that's not to say he isn't strong. If anything, he might be stronger. The anime showed a training montage of Wulfric, pumping the ice in a cave or something, and this fella is a freak. Bicep curls with 99.5 kilo Bergmites in each hand, and squatting modern-day Avalug, which is almost twice as heavy as his ancient cousin. That makes him one of the strongest humans on planet Earth. And that's not even his full-time job. However, raw, masculine power isn't the only thing these two have in common. In Japanese, Wulfric and Gaeric are both named after the same plant. And when you beat Gaeric at Avalug's Legacy, he says, "Outstanding! I'm tough as an iceberg and you smashed me through and through." Which is literally the exact same quote Wulfric uses in Pokemon X and Y upon being defeated. Maybe it's a saying that's passed down from father to son, the day that they defeat their old pops in Mortal Kombat. But Gaeric isn't the only warden we come across in the icy wasteland of Hisui's north. Also residing up there is the Diamond Clan Warden, Sabi, guardian of the special Braviary that we use as a taxi. The first thing to notice about Sabi is her age. She's very clearly the youngest warden, and it's pretty impressive that she's been given such a large responsibility at such a young age. That said, when we meet her, it's very clear that she's still a child in spirit as well as body, incessantly wanting to play games with you and forcing you to chase her around the frigid visage of the Icelands. Very different from Gaeric, she has a very warm and cozy looking design with a green Russian style fur hat and some fur cuffed brown gloves, which are surprisingly similar to some that I have in real life. She has the Diamond Clan hoodie, 3 pouches and the normal boots, but the Courtier are nowhere to be seen, and her leggings reflect her love of green with their fade. Finally, she wears the Warden bracelet as a necklace round her neck, probably because it's too big for her tiny little wrists. The cold is making her cheeks bright and rosy in contrast to her bright green hair, which is braided into 2 braids. It's actually a very similar style to Cheryl, who could very well be her possible descendant. That said, the characters' names are usually a pretty good indication of a possible relationship, and these two couldn't be more different. Sabi is named after wasabi, and Cheryl is named after rice and cereals. However, one of the most interesting things about Sabi was only really revealed when her design sheet came out, and that's her psychic abilities. It makes perfect sense in retrospect, Sabi's precognition and her affinity for the psychic-type Braviary, but I have to admit I never noticed the blue psychic tint in her eyes until this pointed it out. But now I just can't unsee it, reawakening flashbacks of Mewtwo and Sabrina. As far as I know, this revelation makes Sabi the earliest human to show psychic abilities in the series thus far, meaning she could be the ancestor of some of the other espers in the Pokemon world, like the aforementioned Sabrina. We don't know how far back the games take place, but we're talking about a minimum of 3 or 4 generations, which is already enough to start spreading these heritable telekinetic traits far and wide. It also brings to light some fascinating aspects of Cheryl and her encounters with the supernatural. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. This was a slightly shorter one, but these two are certainly the most impressive and superhuman Wardens that we've seen to date. Their incredible abilities shouldn't go unadmired, and I'm glad I could share them with you today. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. There's lots more character design videos you can watch on the channel. There will be playlists everywhere. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that stuff. It really helps me out. Take care everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. The man who carries on Gaeric's legacy of pumpin' and humpin'
is the beast of Snowbell City, Wulfric.